Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about how much does it cost to immigrate to Canada in 2021. We done a similar video before, but it was few years ago. Since then a lot of things changed and numbers changed as well. Let's break down the average cost of immigration to Canada through express entry. So in general, the cost for one person would be 15,000 Canadian dollars. For a couple, it would be around $20,000 Canadian, and for a family with children, it could be somewhere between 24,000-30,000 Canadian dollars. So that's the average prices, that's the average cost of immigration to Canada. I will break down this cost for you further, so you will see what you're paying for and what cost you may probably avoid somehow. For a language test like IELTS, you would spend around 300 Canadian dollars for one person. So if it's a couple, of course, it's going to be 600 Canadian dollars. In order to get educational credential evaluation, you would have to spend 200 for each person. For biometrics, you would need $85. Medical exam, it depends on country where you're doing the exam. I remember when we were doing it in Ukraine, it was 200 American dollars for each. So that's just average for you to understand how much it could be, but again, it depends on the country where you're coming from. Application processing fee, this is fee, it's not that you pay to your lawyer or immigration firm, that's the fee that you pay directly to Canadian immigration system. In order to apply, in order to submit the application, you would need to pay those fees. And those fees are around 800 Canadian dollars for each person. Again, if it's couple, it's going to be 160, around this number. There's another cost, right of permanent residence fee is $500. There's some other like small expenses you may face, like you would need to have a photo, you would need some translation of your documents from your original language. So that could be somewhere between, let's say, $300 to $50, something like that. And the big chunk of the rest of the money will go to settlement fund, proof of funds that you have to show when you will be coming to Canada. You would need those money. You would need them in cash, or you would need a proof that you have those money available in your bank account. So that's for one person, it's $13,000. You would have to bring with you, or you will have to show that you have it in your account. At the airport, you will see an immigration officer, you will be asked some questions, and one of those questions could be about the funds that you bring into the country, if it's enough for you to get settled. As you know, Canada is not a cheap country to live in, and a lot of expenses you will face when you arrive here, so those money are very important to have as much as you can, but that's the least that they asking, the lowest amount you can bring. Otherwise you may get refused at the border, so that's a very important thing to know. In total it comes to like $15,000-$16,000. That's what you have to have if you're immigrating as a single person. So let's talk about settlement funds. For one person, it's around $13,000. For a couple, it's $16,000. For a family with one child, it will be around $20,000. For a family with two kids or more, you will need to have $25,000. Those are money that you will need to have in order to start your application, in order to immigrate to Canada. Of course, you don't have to pay all of them at once. Those some funds that you just have, you can break them down in some portions, but that's just for you to understand how much would it cost for you to immigrate to Canada in 2021. I hope this information was helpful for you. Let me know what other topics you would be interested in for me to cover, and I will gladly do it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.